Let's go. These hoes and all this money, bitches tripping and they acting funny. I don't know them, I don't know them, I don't know them. I don't know them, never seen them, I don't know them. I woke up in my new Bugatti. 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 I walk without etiquette. I talk without etiquette. I'm that nasty boy that
Ninja Chuck. Action! Hey y'all, welcome to H2 Swole.
Welcome back.
We're all here finally.
Rick's
Yeah.
back.
Yes!
Boys
Jason's
are back
back
in
again.
town.
Jason.
Boys are back in town.
We got all kinds of questions this week.
Yeah, I got all kinds of questions over here on this phone, bro.
There we go.
But welcome back, Rick.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's been on
Miss
hiatus.
miss you guys.
It's okay.
It's good to be back. I'm bang.
Got a bang.
Wonderful.
Got a bang.
Bang, bang. All right, guys, we're just
All
going to dive right in.
Dive right in.
This first question is from my main man, Cody. I told you I'd put you first. Number one, right off the bat. What are some of the best workouts to lose weight and build some muscle? He wants to get swole, fellas. What you got?
Lose weight and build muscle. Rick,
Charlie,
jump
no, go ahead. You go first. I gotta warm back up.
Actually, Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
You want to take this?
When I first started losing weight, I did a lot of cardio. So I did that, and then threw in like just small amounts of weight with like different. I don't even know the words for it, but like different reps, different workouts depending on what I was working on that day. But they say running's really good for you as far as that goes. So
There you go.
Best exercises?
Best
Best
work.
routine, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Well, I mean, definitely want to use lots of reps in whatever you're doing. But it all starts, with your nutrition.
Yep. It's all in the kitchen, baby.
And you guys agree? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
so
You got to fuel that
high protein,
machine.
low carbs. Doesn't matter what you do at the gym. If you're not eating to
Exactly.
lose weight, it's not going to happen.
You can put in 510% days in the gym,
Yep.
and you ain't gonna get nothing because you still eat McDonald's.
So high protein, low carbs, every 3 hours, doing your cardio, 3-4 times a week, water gallon, at least a gallon a day,
H2.
and
Swole.
high reps, 20-25 reps, 3 or 4 sets per body part.
There you
Put
go.
those
you go.
together and
I tell you what, Cody. Actually got something I've been writing on. Nobody else has seen it yet, but it's called the 10 Commandments of H2 Swole Growth. I will get you a copy of it, and I promise you, to follow the 10 Commandments, and everything you want is going to happen.
First edition.
First edition goes to Cody.
Dang.
there we go.
Dang. All right.
10
There you-
Commandments.
there you go,
Getting
Cody.
big around here.
There you go, Cody.
Wow, it's like, and he looks like Moses too. His
There you go.
beard mustache is
Yeah,
white.
he's the staff.
There you go. I do need a staff.
All right.
If anybody wants to give us a staff for the show, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll lay it right on the table. All right. There you go, Cody.
There you go, Cody. Hope that helps.
Next question. This was from Kane. I know testosterone begins to decline for most men at age 30. Being 38 and trying to get stronger and get rid of my dad bod, I'm trying to gain muscle by eating well and avoiding sugars and junk food as much as possible. Working out 4 days a week. I was wondering if I should be taking any testosterone boosters or something similar. If so, what would you guys recommend? This guy sounds like he's on the right track already.
I noticed the dad bod's kind of coming back in a little bit.
The what?
The dad bod.
I've seen memes like
The dad
talking about
bod.
how like
Sort of like me and Charlie.
give me a bearded tattoo heavyset guy over this, well they're tired of the a-holes or whatever.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Fit guys.
I've seen the memes of
Yeah, tired of the fit guys.
Tired of
They
all
want a
these-
fit guy.
these-
Oh,
They want
whatever.
a fit guy. Yeah, the bearded chubby guy. Yeah.
This is right down your alley.
Yeah. This is. I'm gonna take a stab at this one.
All right.
Well, you know, it's 25. From 25 on, your test levels start to decline. By the time you're 60, you have about 25% of your testosterone left. So that's what, you know, testosterone and growth hormone are what regulates why you age and your skin and your eyesight and the way you metabolize fat and everything. So, you know, test boosters, here's the theory, you know, if your body, test boosters are good if the testosterone's there, but a test booster is not going to work if there's no testosterone there. So it's kind of a catch-22. You know,
can't boost what's not there.
Exactly. And under 25, yeah, test boosters would, you know, are good. After 25, it's starting to decline. So the test booster thing's a little gray area for me. Well, I tell you what, you know, the best thing to do, you know, testosterone is the male's hormone. Estrogen is a woman's hormone. So, you know, you get up to about that age and you start, you know, sexual performance starts declining and you feel like you're lost the balance in your step, and guys men go to the doctor and they, you know, put them on Lexapro or Prozac or tell them something's, you know, whatever, but it's not that. You know, they feel depressed and whatever. Some people slip into that. Really, it's low testosterone. Yes. So if you feel like that and you feel like you're, you know, a little sluggish and you feel like, you know, maybe that might be an issue, just go to your doctor. And the doctors now are getting more hip to prescribing testosterone versus you know, not prescribing it. Right. So as far as that's the only way you're going to get, you know, testosterone is go to the doctor and get a prescription and do it like that, and hopefully that helps. But do you guys?
That's pretty much
You know,
it. That's hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
There's some things that are naturally going to increase a little bit of test if you've got it to increase it. Be losing a little bit of weight. The more weight you got on you, it's going to suck down your testosterone. Not getting proper sleep. There's little things, but it's not going to be a major difference. But like Rick said, the best thing you can do at your age is go get tested. And when you go to the doctor, anything under 300, I think they consider low T.
Yeah.
And now they will prescribe tests. But here's the problem: if you go to like a local doctor that's not experienced with it, like they've got this base number that they go off of, but you've never been tested before.
Right.
So they don't truly know how low you are. Even if you're over 300, you might be low compared to the test you used to put out. So there's sometimes there's local doctors that are not going to, and they're going to make more money off these, you know, depression medicine.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely.
Sometimes you might want to look into maybe like a sports science doctor, maybe a little bit more expensive.
Longevity center like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, you know.
Yeah,
up in Lexington,
they
it's
do.
like what,
There's
something 24 or whatever.
Hormone replacement therapy and stuff.
Any longevity center will, when you go there, the test you if it's low. They want your, you know, 300, 250 is low, and then, you know, they want you about 800 and 1,000. So if it's low, they'll give it to you, because as we're learning in society kind of gets more hip to that, it's more readily accessible to get it if you're low in testosterone. And it can change your whole life. It can completely take you from being depressed and not balance and the sexual part of it to being feeling like a man again. You know, it's just like a woman. They go to longevity centers and they prescribe them. They put them on estrogen, all kinds of the menopause stuff. They're all off balance. Well, a guy does the same thing, but his is testosterone.
Yeah. And, you know, I've said this before a lot. There's 3 things needed, and you talk about building muscle. You got to have micro tears.
Yep.
You got to have protein.
Yep.
You got to have test. Without those 3 ingredients, you will never build muscle. And so, if that's what you feel might be going on, then like Rick said, I suggest going to the doctor and get checked out maybe. But keep doing all this other stuff you're doing.
Yeah, he sounds like he's eating right. He's working out 4 days a week.
Definitely.
Might be just missing the key ingredient.
All right. That helps.
There you go, King.
Yeah.
This one's from Nicole. Do you have different music playlists for different workout routines?
You got a cheer.
Oh, cheers.
Jason, you talk about it. I know you're a music man.
I listen to a lot of music. It depends on my mood, really. Like, there's some days I want to go in and I hate the world and I want to listen to something that just makes me hate it more. And then there's sometimes I want to listen to something that's just got a good beat that's going to let you run to it, whether it's modern or even older stuff. This week I've been listening to a lot of like late 90s, early 2000s R&B and stuff like that, just to give myself something different to listen to. But I think it really just depends.
Just turn on Careless Whisper.
I think it's per person.
Yeah, per person.
You know, I like electronic music, techno and stuff, and then, you know, or hard rock and roll, AC/DC and stuff like. Yeah.
Epic, what do they call it? Epic music?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just the build up.
I mean, some people,
Video games.
some people like listening to podcasts. I can't do it because some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
when
little
when I walk, I listen to ebooks. But walking's not like an intense thing. It's more of a relaxation thing for me. I'll put in my headphones and I'll listen to ebook the whole time I'm walking. Even if I'm walking hills or something, I'm breathing hard, I'll still listen to ebook. That helps me. When me and Rob lift,
We listen to the Michael McDonald Master Mix.
What do you listen to?
Michael McDonald Master Mix.
For Anne Murray.
You can turn the channel now. I'm so sorry about this.
we literally listen to about everything.
Thrash music.
Sometimes it's thrasher music, sometimes it's 90s
with your
hip-hop
babies.
music. Yeah. Like
Careless Whisper.
Yeah, I mean, our range goes from anywhere to 5-Finger Death Punch to Tupac.
It don't make no difference.
And a lot of these programs like Spotify, Apple Music, like they've got.
Oh, they got
Yeah,
that.
they have
on
workout
there.
playlists.
We listen to the Beast playlist all the time on Spotify. It's actually pretty
There's some
good.
good ones on there. Sometimes you can skip and choose, but I mean, for the most part, they usually have.
And they
The
change
Ric Flair
they change
playlist.
them up. Yeah, there's a Ric Flair playlist
Yeah.
we listen to. Like every few songs, Ric Flair like interrupts just to give a woo. You know,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. We listen to it quite often. But
that doesn't pump you up.
it just depends on what kind of mood you're in. Like Jason said, you know.
Yeah.
I like not. Sometimes I'll come in here like if I'm by myself or something. I'll listen to like 90s R&B till somebody's around to make fun of me. You know. But it's just whatever you're in the mood for. You know.
Yep.
Okay.
I was asking you ever heard of Butcher Babies?
Butcher Babies.
This hot blonde, she comes out, you'll never expect it, and all of a sudden she's like, "What are you MFs doing?" And you start screaming. So yeah, you gotta listen to Butcher
check
Babies.
that
You guys
out.
check Butcher Babies out.
Check Butcher Babies out, y'all.
Okay.
Hey, but my favorite music to listen to while working out is Option 1. Best band I ever heard.
Oh, I was like, what was the option? I missed it.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
That's
That's my nephew's bands, y'all. They're pretty awesome though. Check out Option 1 on Spotify.
There you go.
Do that on the way home.
Big Graph. He asks, can I work bourbon into my macros?
Yes.
Is that really what it says?
That really is exactly what it says.
That's a negative, man.
That's going to be a big fat negatory.
0.
It's not the macros of the bourbon. It's the way bourbon is processed in your body. Like 80%, I think, of it is through the liver. So what that does to your metabolism is thrown into a freaking whirlwind of shenanigans. To being scientific.
That's good. That's a good word.
Bill
Feel free to
Nye,
drink
the
it,
science
so
guy
we're-
over here.
But that's the reason. It's not the calories in the alcohol. It's what the alcohol does to your metabolism and your system. But you guys,
No, that's enough.
Yeah.
Don't
I say
you
drink
can't-
away.
You can't work into your macros.
Hit that right in the head.
Drink and then lit.
All right. This one's from Chris H. Will avoiding sex help my performance in the gym? Have you ever watched Rocky? Women, weaken legs, rock.
That's a good question.
Women,
It is.
weaken legs. You
They did
you
a
can
study on it. I don't think
just
it
have
did,
sex
but I mean,
after your
personally-
workout for your cardio.
the study they actually did on it, they found that it increased testosterone.
Yeah.
So that would actually help you, but like it's one of those things like the bro science that's been around for decades, and we all just listen to our elders, and we just if you got a PT test the next day or you're got a big game, you try not to have sex the night before. it's just programmed into us. But I don't think there's any kind of scientific.
Women weaken legs.
I mean, unless you're like having sex right before you go out in the field, you're gonna feel relieved.
But even like your platoon sergeant in the military, they'll tell you not to have sex before you do a PT test, you know. But it's never been proven that there's anything linked to it. Like I said, I think the study they actually showed that it produced testosterone
because you're not holding that inside. It's like your body going.
Kicks it back in.
PG.
I would say it helps
in the sperm.
PG, Rick.
There's no proof to it, but I'd say it helps. Just do it, man. Go for it.
Okay.
That's your own theory.
This is something you gotta experiment with.
Semen release.
This next question is Iron's best. I am trying to.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
Okay.
Are we good now? Children?
I think so.
Sorry.
Children?
It's like high school.
I am trying to build muscle naturally, but my 3 buddies are getting ready to try a cycle.
Oh.
And I am wondering how I can keep up with them. You can't unless they're slackers.
I'm gonna jump in this one.
All right, jump in, dog.
Just because they're going to be doing a cycle, and for other people watching this, that's not him. That's steroids. Just because your buddies are going to be jumping in there and trying that out, doesn't mean you're not going to be able to keep up with them. Genetics is also still a factor. There's people that do steroids and never really get much out of it because, you know, every person's built differently. And unless you put in the work, you're still not, I mean, if you're surpassing them right now, even once they get on drugs, there's a good chance they're not going to pass you up because it's not going to change their habits. It's just going to, I mean, what a cycle does basically, it helps your body recover faster, helps you to build muscle quicker because you're recovering. You get a little bit of strength off of it, you know, stuff like that. But I mean, you still got to work your ass off. So if these guys are slacking right now and you're passing them up, then there's a good chance they're not going to pass you up. And also, you may not want to work out with these guys while they're doing this because one thing I've learned about guys that are doing that, they're all about volume, and reps, and that may not be necessarily a good way to build naturally. So there's a chance that they might surpass you in gains if you continue to work out with them while they're on the cycle. And that's just an opinion of mine. These guys might have something different for you.
What was your question?
He's got buddies that are getting ready to do a cycle and they work out together, and he's afraid they're going to pass him up because he
I'm going to drop and leave him
Well,
because he's natty.
we all have opinions.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, Rick.
My opinion is if they're going to start juicing, okay, and they're going to be all gassed up, and you're going to be natural, chances are it's not going to, you're not comparing apples to apples no more. So, I mean, if they were slacking before and you were ahead of them and they started, you know, taking some gear, then maybe they might be even, but chances, get back to even with you, but chances are, depending on whatever they're taking, it's not going to be an even playing field. So, you know, yeah, they're probably going to surpass you. But
They're probably going to pass you in strength.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, strength definitely, you know, and I mean, their body's changing, you know, they're assimilating protein, you know, more efficiently, everything. So, you know, I would just continue to do what you're doing and know that they're probably going to get more gains or whatever. And, you know, like he said, you know, with a lot of volume and stuff, maybe that's not what you want to do. Maybe it's time, maybe you broke off a little bit and let them do your thing and you do your thing. But yeah, you know, it's just not comparing the same. It's a whole different creature now. So it's not fair. It's not fair to you.
Yeah, it's not fair
to try to monitor or gauge your progress based on theirs because it's not accurate.
This goes back to kind of looking in the mirror. You know, that's your competition, not your buddies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as long as you're changing, you don't have to be him or the guy next to you. You know, as long as you're getting better every day. And you know, that's a choice you've made not to go with them on this. And you know, and they should respect that. I respect that.
Yeah.
Like Rick said, they're on a different playing field now, so
Yeah.
don't get discouraged
Yes, exactly.
if they start
That's a good
bench
point,
pressing
Charlie.
more than you.
Yeah.
Because
You know why.
there's a good possibility. Let's say your buddies like are just trying out this cycle. Well, about a month and a half after this cycle, there's a good possibility they're going to drop back down to your level again.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, you lose a lot of strength if you don't, keep into it. So I mean, I've honestly seen guys, go through that process and not see a change at all. Just depends on who the person is, I think. But it's like Rick said, they're on a different playing field right now, so don't try to compare. It's
Exactly.
not apples to apples.
Just got to do you, man. Keep your head up.
Is that all the questions?
Oh!
What's that guy's name again?
Iron's best.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep, that's the last one. That's the last question.
That was the last one?
That's it.
Man.
That's it, man.
That's
Turbo.
deep.
That's
We
it.
should rewind to the music again. Or the sex question.
Wow.
Let's start talking about these nice cans we have on the table
Product
today.
review
Tex
time.
and bang and
Bang, bang, bang.
get it all.
Bang.
Bang. We've actually been sipping on these the
Yeah.
whole show.
Sip, sip.
I can
Get
say
these from-
these come from Pro Nutrition.
Josh?
I bought these from Josh. You can
Gosh, way to step up, brother. Good
Oh.
job.
these
Your shoulders feeling better?
Yeah. Hope you're feeling better, Josh. These this peach mango. Those are
Sourhead.
Sourhead.
Thanks, Josh.
Uh,
Pro Nutrition, thank you for this.
They've got
Thank you,
great.
Charlotte, for the towels at Nutrishop.
They've got pina colada.
Some purple joint.
Yeah, there's a lot of different.
Is there a
I
cotton
mean,
candy flavor?
there is
I thought
cotton
I'd seen that
candy. Cotton candy's good. I've tried probably all the flavors, but I can't remember them all because there's so many to choose from. But these are actually pretty good.
They are good.
If you guys haven't tried them, the flavor's okay. And here's the deal with these. These actually have things in them that you would get in a pre-workout instead of an energy drink at the gas station. Like it's got creatine and BCAAs and stuff. And the big thing about this is you're getting your energy not from a sugar high. Like you drink a Monster, that's a sugar high. What happens with a sugar high is you crash. These are to avoid the crash. They help you get into a workout. Zero sugars, zero carbs. I mean that's what's the calories? 0 calories.
0
I mean,
calories.
that's pretty crazy, guys. But if you haven't tried these, give them a try. You can also buy these at Nutrishop.
Nutrition.
I have
Thank you,
seen-
Josh.
But Pro Nutrition provide these for us. If you
Thank
live
you
in
for
the
doing this.
Williamsburg, Corbin area, be sure to check out Pro Nutrition or Barville. If you live in London, Sommerset, check out Nutrishop.
Thank you, Shallow.
Any of those guys can hook you up with these.
Yep.
And believe me, guys, they're the same price as an energy drink, but way better quality product.
Better than the Monster crap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
just
the way to
it's actually something that's not going to kill you.
Monster stuff. Hey, you know what? Do some research on the Monster.
And
the
I-
Monster drinks.
I know you guys see me
Shady
sipping on a
stuff in
Monster
there.
like on every show, but I shouldn't.
Seriously, man. Corey, all that stuff, man.
Yeah, Rick
Actually,
just
I
told
really
me
like the
before to
flavor.
quit.
So,
Actually, my wife tells me to quit all the time.
Are you serious?
Garbage, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff, kind
Yeah,
of
there's-
some wild stuff behind
There is
that.
some bad stuff. In there. Hey, I seen I'm not down in coke or anything, but I seen a picture where somebody had cut the top of the can off and there was like a dead rat inside.
oh,
No
Man.
way.
was it a Coke or Dr. Pepper?
How would they know
No,
that?
it was a Monster.
Oh, it was a
one of
Monster.
the green ones.
Yeah.
They said it like they were drinking it and it, you could feel something in it.
I mean, I feel
And
like
they
you
had
would
the-
pick that up and feel like there was something different.
Yeah.
You think, I don't know. Which I can see how that could happen when you're talking about a big factory and these lids get pressed on probably. So, I mean,
You have to jump in.
Anyways,
I don't know.
we're on to our positive note for the week.
He was probably pretty excited when he died.
Brought to you by Rick.
Oh, right here.
Positive note, Rick.
Positive note,
Time to
Rick.
close this out. Bang!
All right.
Sure, get you a
Today.
bag from Pro Nutrition or Nutrishop.
Yes.
And it's good stuff, guys.
Today, the word is paradigm. You guys know what a paradigm is?
Is that 2 DOMs?
No.
That's
Pharaoh's dumb.
That's good. Okay.
That's a terrible joke. Sorry.
All right, it's okay. We talk a lot about law of attraction on here. Okay, positive and positive. What you think, you're creating your reality by your thoughts. Okay, every thought that you have has brought you to this exact moment. It goes a little bit more deeper than that into paradigms and how you can say. Don't get discouraged if you're doing your positive affirmations every day, thinking as positive as you can. Applying that principle to try to have a better outcome than what you used to. But sometimes it just takes time because there's something called a paradigm, which is it's your subconscious, and a lot of the times it's because we're conditioned, okay, from children before we even can talk. We copycat and we see things. So even though it all comes down to believing. So if you're like, you know what, thank you for me being able to up my career and go from assistant manager to a manager. Well, if you don't believe it completely, then it's really not going to happen. So you want to bring your belief factor up, and sometimes people don't do that. They might say it, but they don't really think it because they're conditioned from children. They've been like down, and they've been told they can't do stuff. So they might be saying it and just saying it surfacely, but really for things to change, it needs to be. You need to really believe it, and that's the paradigm. The paradigm is when people want to better themselves, and they say things, and with their words, and they do positive things, but really things aren't really happening because you don't really believe it. And the reason you don't really believe it is because you've been conditioned from a environment of lack or not having. So it's your subconscious. So you gotta constantly say those affirmations. You gotta constantly know in your head it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for it to happen, and it just takes time. If things aren't happening, you're not getting those changes in your life quick enough. It's probably because conditioning from when you were a child. You were around, not good things or negative things. You had some shitty things happen to you or whatever, and it just takes time through positive affirmations and saying, I'm going to do this, instead of saying I can't, or I'm trying, or I'm hoping. You're saying I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. You just got to keep saying it, because you're reconditioning your mind to know that you can do things versus that you can't. So, and it takes time.
Where the head goes, the body goes.
So don't get discouraged, okay? So yeah, that's good. Check it out. Look up paradigms.
Check it out, guys. Paradigms. Where the head goes, the body follows.
Yeah.
So hey,
that was good. Now, that's right. Rick out there. He goes Rick again. This is how he does it.
We got a.
All right, we got some straps this week.
These lifting wraps here. We got a knee pad or
Knee sleeve.
My bad. We got a foam roller. We got a shaker cup.
Smack him over.
And we've got one of these bangs, if you haven't got to try one in from Pro Nutrition here. But anyways, this is all going to be given away, guys. And all you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. Pretty much just, interact with H2 Swole.
Share this. See it and share it.
Share it, guys.
That's what we ask.
We
have a great time doing it.
We're up to 81 subscribers. Our goal was 100 before we have a cookout. We're getting closer.
Oh, really? So we got 19 more guys?
19 away,
19
guys.
away. Come on.
19
if everybody
away.
sees this and you share it this week, we can be at 100. Come on.
That's true.
We're going to be at the cookout. We'll have fun. I mean,
we're even,
t-shirts.
We're even going to film it.
Yeah, we'll have stuff from Pro Nutrition. I know Shallow will be, game.
But don't forget to check out the Weight Pop, most hardcore facility in the Tri-County area.
Yes. Nick.
Located on American Green Card Road. For those of you that haven't went there, go.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah. Tell Nick we sent you. We'll charge you the same price he charges everybody else. So be sure to get up there and check it out for real, though, guys. Go up there. If you don't want to commit till you try it and go up there and try it. He's got a locker in there where you can pay for a day.
On Saturdays, he opens it up. Everybody can train there, right? For free, I thought.
Sometimes he does. Follow the weight pile on Instagram, and he actually posts days that he has free days for you to come try that for free. So if you follow the weight pile on Instagram, you will see what free days there are out there. And if you don't follow them on Instagram, you're missing out. So you're gonna have to go there and drop $5 to try that.
Yeah.
So be sure to follow them, follow us, because we're awesome. And that's pretty much it for the show. We'll catch you guys next time.